Hi there. Today is Thursday. Yesterday, some of the ladies on YouTube did a Crockpot challenge, a Wednesday Crockpot challenge. I'm a day late, but I'd like to join in and show you some of the things that we love in the Crockpot. We're kind of a Crockpot snobby family because my husband is so picky. He doesn't like the Crockpot very much, so I have to be careful what I make. I noticed yesterday those recipes that I saw, and I saw quite a few, looked really good. But a lot of them had chicken, and my husband doesn't like chicken or turkey, which is bah humbug to me, so I can't make anything like that because it won't get eaten. So that makes me sad because I love chicken. I'm trying to work on him to get him to like chicken better. This contest is a collaboration of several different people: Sutton Stays and Wilhelm's Kitchen, The Needy Homesteader, the Linda's Pantry, and More to Life. And More to Life made a delicious looking turkey with stuffing. Oh, I just wanted to come eat with her because it looks so good. And Heather, she made chicken marsala, which I've never had before, but it looked really good too. All of them looked so good. I know Sutton's Days made a pork dish that looks so good. And Wilhelm's Kitchen, she made this Italian soup with meatballs. Yum. I could have eaten all of them. And Linda's Pantry, what did she make? Pork, some kind of chili verde taco something. Yummy. It all looked really good. And I appreciate you ladies for doing this for all of us out here that struggle with ideas. And I'm going to make one today for you too. And sorry it's a day late. I got these beautiful potatoes, as you can see. These are my Idaho potatoes. We live in Wyoming, which is just south of Idaho, and every year we get these delicious Idaho potatoes. They're usually sold as a fundraiser. I actually bought these from my grandchildren that do a fundraiser, and it helps the organizations in our schools. Plus, I get these beautiful potatoes. These are Yukon Gold. Look how big and delicious, wonderful these are. They clean up beautifully, and I love Yukon Gold, and I love that I don't have to peel them. I can just cut them up and put them in my crock pot in chunks. This recipe is going to be kielbasa is what I like to use. Potatoes, onion, a little bit of milk and flour to thicken, and a little bit of butter, and a big onion chopped up. And it'll make a delicious potato sausage yumness. And the green beans, I considered adding them, but I really don't want them in the casserole, but I will heat these up and eat them with this dinner as soon as it's finished tonight. If you did decide to add the green beans to your casserole, I wouldn't add it until at the very last, and because they're already cooked through, and you don't want to overcook and overcook and overcook them. I would just add them at the very end, just long enough to just warm them. That's what I'll do with the cheese. I'll add it in the last half hour just to warm up everything. Now I'm going to chop up all this stuff. I wanted to show you the kielbasa. These chunks of kielbasa, let's see where it's open. It's open on one of the ends because we've used some. Let me see if I can figure it out without spilling the juice all over. I think I need to switch hands. Right here. These are huge. Great big. I wanted to show you the size of that sausage. We bought these at Costco. They're very good. I'll probably put 2, maybe 3. I'm different than most of you ladies. You made just enough for your dinner. I am, and we are empty nesters also, but I cook different than you. I make enough for 2 days because I'm disabled and everything is really difficult for me, and I want to eat it. If I'm going to cook, I'm going to make enough to eat 2 different meals because it's just so hard. And I will make extra because my son's coming home tomorrow, and he eats a lot, and he probably would love to come home and be able to eat some of this. And so I'm going to use 6 big potatoes. I'll use probably at least 2 and maybe 3 of these kielbasa, a big onion and a big onion. And so I like to make a lot when I cook, and if I have too much, I throw it in the freezer, and then we can just take it out and have food ready to eat. And so that's where I'm different than everyone else. I cooked a big batch if I cook anything. So, all right, let me get these chopped up and I'll bring you back. All right, I have everything ready now. I only ended up doing 5 big potatoes. This is the size of the bowl, and you can see that it's quite a bit of potatoes. I overestimated, thinking I'd need 6 because they're very big potatoes. So just when you're making this, I just do it looking at it. Here's my kielbasa. I ended up using 2. My husband's a meat lover, and so's my son. I'll put it in and see if it's enough. If not, I may add another. I'm out of milk. I wanted to put something in this that with a little bit of flour to thicken it a little, but my milk, well, I'm not out of it, but we just don't use it fast enough, and it's turned a little bit sour. So what I'm doing is using some chicken broth instead. I have some salt and pepper here, and I put my onions in my crock pot already and set it for high for 4 hours. We'll see if it cooks that fast. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My husband gets home about 6:30, so I'm hoping it cooks a little faster. One of the things I noticed when I was watching all the Crockpot collabs yesterday is nobody used a Crockpot liner. They are the most wonderful thing that save it so you don't have to clean a dirty Crockpot. And so I just wondered if there's a reason why people don't use these. I like to just put it in, and when you're done, you just lift it out and your crock pot's still clean. You can rinse it out with soapy water and you're done. So let me know in the comments. I'm going to add all this to my bowl. I guess I could do that while you're watching. I'm going to add it to my crock, I should say. We'll put the potatoes in. Sorry, I'm filming this with my hand and trying not to make you all dizzy. And then we'll put the meat in. This really is good kielbasa. It's the first time we've bought it. When we go back again, our Costco is about 2 hours from where we live, but when I go back again, I think I'll buy extra and put some in the freezer. Then I'm going to put my broth on the top, and then I will add some seasoning. This looks like quite a bit of seasoning. We'll see. Just a minute, and I can't do this while I'm recording, so let me set this down and then I'll show you how much. Okay, I think I used about half that seasoning. I like to season well. I just use salt and pepper for this dish, but I like to season well because I think it makes such a huge difference in the outcome of the dish. I like to season before I cook the food, especially if it's meat, like hamburger or any kind of meat, chicken, anything. I like to season it first. It changes and makes the taste of the meat better. And then I like to taste it after it's all done and let people season it. If it needs some more salt or something, I'll put a little more in, but then I let people season their own. So I'm going to stir this up put the lid on. We'll let it cook for about 3 hours and then I'll check it. And when it gets to the point that I think it's getting about done and I can add the rest of the ingredients, I will bring you back. So I'm excited for dinner tonight. So I'll be back in a bit. I think dinner's ready. Let's check this out. Look at that. All hot and bubbly. Looks so good. What I did after it cooked, it only took a little over 3 hours. Let me see, it's almost 6 o'clock. So it took 3 hours to make this. I made a little slurry with a little bit of chicken broth and a little bit of cornstarch, and I used it to thicken it up. And then I just added some shredded cheddar cheese. Let me get a fork and we'll try this out. Alright, I think I'll just try it with the potato first of all. Doesn't that look good? Nice and thick. Yummy. Look at that cheese bubbling with a little bit of broth. So good. I think there's just about the right amount of meat. You can see the specks of pepper. It's delicious. Very good. Perfect for dinner tonight. Easy, fast, quick. If you forget to put something in, it cooks in 3 hours. So the potatoes are tender and it's just really good. You could use ham instead of kielbasa. You could use some bacon if you liked. You could use Polish sausage. You don't have to have kielbasa. Any type of meat that you love would be good in this, and it's just a delicious dinner. And as soon as the hubby gets home, he should be home in within a half hour, I'll warm up the green beans and we'll have a delicious dinner already. So this is my take on Wednesday night. Easy crockpot dinner. Would be easy for the holidays. And if you have not a huge family and you're like me, you could go ahead and double it and have dinner for 2 days. Unless your family doesn't like to do that. My family's fine with that. So anyway, I'll get this uploaded for you. I hope you like it. I'm going to do another one for next Wednesday because I have another great idea that we love too. So thanks for coming along, and we'll just talk to you later. Bye.